Kinesiology 120 Concepts of Wellness. Intellectual wellness is what we'll be discussing today. Let's jump right in. Intellectual wellness refers to active participation in scholastic, cultural, and community activities. It is important to gain and maintain intellectual wellness because it expands our knowledge and skills in order to live a stimulating, quality, successful life. This dimension of wellness encourages creative and stimulating mental activities for all of us. An intellectually well person uses the resources available to expand one's knowledge, improve one's skills, and create potential for sharing with others. Let's see how sharp you are. Brain teasers. I'll give you a few seconds to figure what this is, what this frame says. Okay, side by side. Second one. If you figured it out, it's just between you and me. Third. Lazy afternoon. Nope, it's not I, tep. It's I before E, except after C. One more. Give up. It's not nayfish, it's tuna fish. Tuna fish. And it's another assessment. Let's see where you are intellectually. Number one, I am interested in new things. Number two, I will try to keep abreast of current affairs, whether it be local, national, or worldwide. I blank enjoy lectures, plays, concerts, museums, libraries. I blank select movies and TV shows for educational content. I enjoy creative and stimulating mental activities, games, and conversation. I am happy with the amount and variety of books that I read. I try to improve my verbal and written skills. Continuing my education is going to be important in my career. I am able to analyze, synthesize, and understand all sides of an issue. I enjoy and seek to engage in intellectual discussions. All right, add them up. And once again, excellent, room for improvement. You need to go back to the drawing board and work on yourself. This all depends on you. In order to improve intellectual wellness, it's important to value creativity, curiosity, and lifelong learning. It depends on you to engage in these creative and stimulating mental activities. Excuse me, having and acting on a curiosity, strong desire to learn, and then understanding your gifts and talents that God has blessed you with. Now here's some simple steps to improve your intellectual wellness. Read for fun. It may be hard to do when you are spending most of your time doing required homework and readings, but try to find some time during the morning, night, or weekend to sit down and read something for fun, something for enjoyment, something that can improve your intellect by stretching your mind to think about things you normally don't think about. Another one, debate an issue with a friend, but choose the viewpoint opposite of the one that you hold. So get a debate topic and take the other view and try to defend it. Open up your mind. Focus your attention on information that is different than your beliefs. This can improve intellectual wellness. Naturally, we tend to focus only on our attention of beliefs, opinions, and facts that hold true to our viewpoints and core values. But when you expose the mind to opposing ideas, It expands the mind to grasp new information. Okay, another thing that you can do to sharpen your mind, learn a foreign language. Okay, it can be beneficial to not only your health, but your employment prospects. When learning different ways to communicate, you expand your mind. This not only helps you with being receptive to new knowledge, but it also helps broaden information that you've already learned. Play a game, board games, cards. These activities help with your intellectual wellness. Next time you feel free, pick up a deck of cards and pull out a board game and play. It makes no difference whether you are playing alone or playing with others. If your mind is thinking, improvements are being made. Okay, another suggestion, learn to play a musical instrument. Music has a powerful impact on our minds. Playing a musical instrument can increase intellectual wellness by learning how to create sounds, how to make patterns, and emote through music. Any instrument can work to increase intellectual wellness. Write down your thoughts or journal frequently is another way. Taking the time to write down thoughts or journal in your journal frequently can help those who struggle with expressing their feelings to anyone that is feeling the way that they're feeling inside. So you're not able to express it verbally, but you're able to write it down. Being able to identify your feelings and understanding yourself more and your actions increase intellectual wellness by exposing your mind to deeper thinking. Do a crossword puzzle, Sudoku puzzles. Okay, these are activities that have been proved to increase intellectual wellness. Working through puzzles or finding words and patterns uses a great amount of brain power. Increasing your ability to work through these activities can maintain and build your intellectual wellness. Okay, this is a little bit more general of what I was just talking about. Investigate, research, be open to new ideas, seek personal growth, opportunities, look at other points of view, make yourself well informed, and push yourself to think critically and creatively. It's a process of learning, exposing yourself to what the world has to offer. Exposure is the information that we're exposed to on a daily basis, whether it be through talking to somebody, listening to a lecture, reading something in the newspaper, reading something on a website. And then you decide, is it important or not important? Is that something that I want to retain, that I need to think about? Or is it something that I can just throw it away and not think about it again? Retention. Is it something we need to remember? Is it important? Application. How can we use the info? When will I be able to use the info down the line? Will it help me do something, finish a project, have a conversation with somebody, make decisions? Reflection. Think about the outcomes. Responsibility. Accepting or blaming. Okay. Reapplying. New ways of applying the information that you've learned. Bloom's taxonomy of learning. A process of learning. In the 1940s, Benjamin Bloom devised Bloom's taxonomy in order to place educational goals into specific categories, with the belief that this classification would be useful in order to better assess college students' performance. Put simply, Bloom's taxonomy is a framework for educational achievement in which each level depends on the one below. It's often depicted in the form of a pyramid, like Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Remembering, getting that information, you remember it, you understand it, and then you apply it in your daily life. You analyze the results, you evaluate, and then you begin to create after you've mastered a subject, after you've mastered part of a class, whether it be a unit. Okay, you've learned, you understand, and you apply it to daily life or to your job, to your occupation. It helps you, increases in difficulty, and allows you to soak in the information and utilize it for future reference. Tips for intellectual wellness. Accept the responsibility for your learning. It's you that need to take the steps. Develop a good study and time management skills. Okay? Use your time effectively, efficiently. Quality is better than quantity. Learn to trust your ability to make good decisions. Challenge yourself to see more than one side of an issue. Recognize and value learning as a lifelong process. You've got a long life ahead of you. Challenge your mind. Keep your mind sharp. Be creative and resourceful. Don't believe everything that you see on TV or the internet. Do the fact check. I hear a lot about fact check, and you can make the decision to either believe it or see it for what it is, fake news. But don't believe everything that you read or see on TV or the internet. How can we stimulate our brains? What can we do to keep it young? The symptoms of poor short-term memory can be caused by preoccupation, distractions, a lack of focus, a weakened memory muscle. Sure, it gets worse as we age, but people who are overwhelmed struggle with forgetfulness at any age. None of it is totally out of your control. There's some slightly offbeat ways to exercise your memory muscle that you could see improvements in the upcoming weeks. Number 1, chew gum while learning. Perhaps gum should be allowed in the classroom after all, since some studies show that chewing gum while learning allows for more accurate and improved reaction times. And for reasons unknown, it increases activity in the hippocampus, which is an important area of the brain for memory. One study in the UK found that gum chewers' test scores were 24% higher for immediate word recall and 36% higher on tests of delayed word recall. Number 2, move your eyes from side to side. This may seem a bit crazy. It's going to feel crazy, but this sideways action can help you stimulate your memory. It's said that horizontal eye movements help activate and link the two brain hemispheres together. One study found that participants who moved their eyes back and forth for 30 seconds each morning performed their memory tasks better than an average of 10%. Another thing you can do, clench your fists. Typically something we do under stress or when we're angry, clenching your fist while committing something to memory improves the odds of recall. Some say to clench your dominant hand to store a memory and your other hand to recall it. Hold it for about 45 seconds. Fist clenching is said to activate brain regions related to memory retention. Doodle. Maybe it's not a sign of being attentive, but your childhood doodles in the classroom can help you. Plenty of research shows that doodling can keep people focused, grasp new concepts, and retain information. Beginning with a blank piece of paper entices the brain to explore, revise, and improve on creative thoughts and ideas. Laughter. Laughter has improved scores on short-term memory tests found in research studies. After watching a funny video for 20 minutes, cortisol levels were lowered for participants. Since the hormone is associated with stress, which is known to negatively impact a memory, a good dose of daily laughter will prove beneficial for your overall health. Practice good posture. This is something I like to do when I'm speaking to an audience on topics of stress and mindset mastery. Studies show that posture can measurably affect the memory. It's likely that the memories you recall while slouching with your eyes cast downward will be negative in nature. Give it a try. Notice how slouching impacts your mood. Conversely, sit up straight Stand up tall and tilt your chin up. Now, it's nearly impossible to recall and dwell upon negative memories. As a bonus, sitting up straight may boost blood flow by up to 40%. Meditate. Okay? Ease the stress, lead to deeper focus, lower blood pressure, increase the oxygen flow, slow down your heartbeat. Change your environment to stimulate your mind. You will require new ways of thinking to find your way around. Assess the environment and do whatever you want. Intellectual wellness encourages learning. It is important to explore new ideas and understandings in order to become more mindful and better rounded. Having an optimal level of intellectual wellness inspires exploration. Intellectual wellness also stimulates curiosity. Curiosity is important because it motivates you to try new things and develop an understanding of how you see relationship between yourself, others, and your environment. In order to begin the route to intellectual wellness, you must remember to be open-minded. Be open to new ideas, new cultures, new knowledge, new skills, and new environments. When you have an open mind, the world is truly yours. This allows you to explore issues relating to problem solving, critical thinking, learning, and creativity.